Good morning, traders. Happy Friday and God bless. Been watching the indicators this morning, not seeing very much of anything moving. JL moving a little bit. Maybe we'll get a play on it. If you're new here, we'll be watching this volume spike indicator for any percentage increase. You'll see these numbers change as buyers come into the stock. If we see one spiking, we immediately go to this current bar volume, which is this bar here. If there's enough volume in that bar for us to get in and get out safely, we will try to make an entry. Once it spikes and we confirm the volume, we confirm that these moving averages have crossed over. They are the 5 and the 13 EMA. You see these spike arrows coming in, that means volume is increasing. Down here, we'll be watching the volume label for buyers and sellers. Usually when it's running up, this will change over to buyers. We'll also be focusing on dominator. This is volume based on the last 20 candles. And it lets us know if there's more buyers or sellers within this one candle. Never trade off of my screen. My screen is sometimes delayed, and delays can cost you money. I am not a financial advisor, so don't take my words to heart. Don't let my words influence you to buy or sell. I'm here to teach you indicators, support and resistance levels, and to help you plan your entries and exits accordingly. So make sure you reach out to a licensed financial advisor before you make any decision to buy or sell any stocks that you see on this live stream. I thank you for joining us this morning. We got about 2 more minutes to go. We'll see how this Friday morning opens. Make sure your chart is on EXT or you won't get a trade in. If you've never been here before, I will be doing support and resistance levels. If, for instance, if this candle rises, I will set a resistance level when it starts falling. Once the next 1 or 2 candles pull back, I'll mark a support level, and this is where you want to plan your entry, is down here near the support level. But we always confirm that the buyers are coming back in here before we click the buy button by seeing tall dominator bars in the color green growing tall. "15 seconds to go. Good luck to everyone. Don't just buy green candles. Wait on the pullbacks for the safer play." Here we go. See, AMD may be running up. This one did give a nice pullback play. It was too quick for me to get into it. It just popped up there really quick. Still may have more to it. Got to watch the dominator bars down below. Pushing it up even higher. If you see red in this bar, that means be ready to get out. Pulling back to the resistance level, which is now support. There's a red dominator bar trying to come in. Back to green. Not a lot of buyers coming into this stock. It's having trouble getting any higher. If you bought it down there at that 243 level, you may want to consider getting out of it. And then when you do and you heed my words, then it goes up. So that's why I say don't let my words influence you. Pulling back to that 243 level, it looks like. The rest of the numbers are red up here. And my NM already has the level set. We must have played it before. 669, it broke through. It was resistance. Let's see if it can hold above it. See if we have any more levels above there, and we do. Probably going to run up to 711. Busted right through 711. Always wait on a pullback. You don't know what the next move of this stock is. They could take profit, drop it all the way back down to 669. Or it could go up even higher. It's holding this price level. That's a good sign. Watching the dominator bars, they're still green. Volume is dropping off. Pulling back on MINM. Buyers bought it right back up. So they're buying up what they're selling. A long wick on the bottom of this candle. The volume is getting less and less. So far holding this price range around the 680 level. Dominator bars are very short. Looks like a few buyers coming in. Bringing it back up to 711. Was a very slow responding pullback. Looks like the volume has died on MINM for the time being anyway. I'll go ahead and move it over to my watch list so we can keep an eye on it. Looks like a lot of sellers on plug. I'm watching the price ladder. Selling side is much higher than the buying side. Watching the percentages. That's all we do is wait for stocks to come to us. ENVB up at a resistance level. That was yesterday's play. Volume is really low. I'm watching these numbers here. If they're not moving, we're not playing it. Keep in mind, Fridays are quite slow. MINM making another move up. Pulling back down to the 711 support level. Watching the dominator bars for taller bars. Retesting 711 again. Big red dominator bar. Sellers are present. I'm watching the volume spike column. And thank you for joining us, Sally. Looks like sellers are taking their profits and getting out. Keep in mind, this is Friday. I call it profit-taking day, so it's going to be hard to get a play this morning unless some news comes out or some event to make a stock go up. And it's like this every Friday. No big disappointment. Kind of used to it. So what I'm watching is I'm waiting for volume spikes to occur here. If I see a number in green and that percentage is rising, I immediately go here. If I don't have support and resistance levels already set, I will set them. But in order to get in, I'm watching these dominator bars turn green and start growing taller. That's how I base my decision on entry. Once I see red starting to come in on these green bars, I decide if I want to get out or not. I like to see numerous green bars in a row like you see at the beginning of this run. And I like to see it happen after a pullback like this, where it run up and it pulled back. Then I like to see the green bars come in side by side. I try to walk you through the trade candle by candle. That's exactly how I trade, by watching numbers, volume, and price action. The indicators are only confirmation that my decision might be correct. If you're new here, please be paper trading. Just because you see a stock go up and a few people make money doesn't mean you can do it. Start slow, paper trade. Once you're profitable on paper and you decide to move to cash, start with small share size, 5 shares, 10 shares, until you're confident that you know how to nail these entries. They're not real easy to hit them perfect. None of us do usually. But you'll catch on pretty quick once you see one of these take off. All right, watching game. Thanks for the call out. This is where I'm going to set a resistance level at this highest, the body of the highest candle. Once this red candle closes, I will set a support level, and then we watch dominator bars to see if it's going to go back up. Or if we see a long wick on the bottom of this candle where the buyers are buying up what they're selling, we may plan an entry there as well. And right now, the buyers are buying up what they're selling. We do have a green dominator bar. Volume is extremely low, so I will not be playing a low volume stock. And the reason for that is I don't want to get in and out in multiple steps. When I hit the buy or sell button, I want it to buy instantly or sell instantly, and you can't do that with very low volume. Breaking through that 184. We do have green candles in a row, green bars in a row in dominator. It probably will go up a bit, but since it's low volume, it's not going to be a burst unless somebody comes in and buys a lot of shares. So very risk play, very high risk play on low volume. My buy and sell buttons are buy the ask, sell the bid. I also have auto send selected, so when I click the button, the trade goes through instantly. I don't use stops. My stop is a fast click off the mouse. I cut my losses as short as possible if I'm wrong. So if I enter a stock and it doesn't immediately start going up and I start seeing red, that means I'm wrong and I instantly get out even if I lose a trade. Sylvester, I'm watching the volume right here. This current bar volume is this candle, and you can see it's not moving. And it's not a certain number, it's a rapid movement of these numbers. Also, I'm confirming volume right here with these green bars. The taller the bar, the higher the volume. The greener the bar, the higher the price rises. When you see red coming in, the price starts dropping. I'm always watching numbers in these three scans. That one, this one, and this one. This is pre-market scan. You can find it over in TOS scans on our Discord. This one uses the after hours option that's included with ThinkorSwim. This one here is custom coded by me. It also takes into consideration the activity that happened in yesterday's after hours trading. This is my magic scan. It's based off of these momentum indicators, so it's constantly looking for the stocks that are up and moving. Take a bigger look at NXU, see where it stands. So it is up from previous pre-market hours. Always zoom out on these stocks. You can't really tell when you're zoomed in which direction the trend is going. I usually go to a 5-minute chart and zoom out a little bit so I can get the bigger picture of where this stock is headed. ENVB making a bump up, dollar something 53. Let's see if I have any previous levels already set, and I do. Very low volume on this stock. I will not be playing it. Monty, I do not do crypto, but any of these tools can be applied to any security. Santos, I explained that on Discord. This is not a discuss anything. This is a trading session, if you don't mind. Don't want to distract my mind, put it in another direction if I'm fixing to spend thousands of dollars to try to make some money. Watching the numbers, I'm seeing one popping up here, ADIL, moving now. Probably don't have any levels set at that range, and I don't. The pullback was down here. If you've been watching this stock, you could have made an entry here. I'll go ahead and set this level and see if we get a pullback on this play. Once this red candle closes, looks like the buyers are just buying up what they're selling. We could move up a little higher from this point. Moving up. We do have green dominator bars, but this one's kind of fading back. Volume is kind of weak, but still moving up because there's no sellers involved. Still going. Still moving up. Let's see if we can get a pullback on it. If not, it's a green candle chasing day, and I don't do that. Unless the temptation is so great that I can't resist. I don't suggest you follow my lead when I do that. See if we get a support level from this pullback. We need this red candle to close for the bounce back up. Once I set the support level, my eyes go immediately down there to those dominator bars to see if the buyers come back in. That bar did close. Let's see which direction it's going to head. continuing to go down. The play was actually down here where this green candle stopped. The pullback came down to here before the next run up. This is what we're looking for, is this movement right here. That's why we watch these green bars. When this does happen, if these green bars come back in, that's where we make our play. It's like profit taking is happening on this Friday. Lost just about everything on that last run. That does not mean we cannot get a bounce back up from this level. That's why I'm keeping it. I don't see any other percentages moving, so we will watch this one to see what happens. And where I'm watching is down here at these dominator bars. Volume has died off. You can see how slow current bar volume is moving. Buyers are coming back in. We should see a green dominator bar. It's hard to plan an entry if we've already had two run-ups. There may not be a play here. Like to try to catch the first one or the second pullback. This was a minor pullback right at our market open. It would have been a hard one to call out. This one would have been fairly easy had I been on it soon enough, and I wasn't. I was watching another stock. Dominator bars are green. It's still pushing up. Good job, Dusty. Continuing to bust through. That's why I don't give up on them. You got to continually watch them. I didn't get an entry on this stock. I gave up on it, actually. If you were watching closely and you got in around this area somewhere, you would have made a decent profit. That's why I say new people don't do what we do. We are watching for certain movement to happen. Good job, Lester. Good job, Daryl. I just clipped that one candle for $90. That was the fastest I ever clicked the mouse in my life. Good job, Piper. Good job, Gregory. Profit is profit, brother. Good job, bull over bears. Yeah, my trade actually lasted about 10 seconds. And for an old person, it's hard to click the mouse that fast. Need to get into practice. Good morning, Hennessy. Good job, Edward. I know the feeling, humbled path. The adrenaline kicks in. Green candles, green bars. Let's see if we can get another pop up here after a slight pullback, maybe. Looks like we may run up. Let's see where it goes. Watching the dominator bars down here. This is what you want to see. You want to see green bars coming in, not a bunch of red. This is a lifesaver down here. Learn how to use it. It's very powerful. Good job, Mohammed. Well, we're making money on a Friday. That's good news. We actually made money every day this week. How about that? Nice pop up here on MINM. Just a little tiny speck of red here. We're still getting green bars coming in. Good job, Coleman. Good job, YouTube. still running up. MINM. It's getting weaker as it goes, though. Getting shorter dominator bars. Greg, I have not lowered anything. Maybe your volume is low. Pulling back to 790. This could be a pullback play if we have more buyers willing to jump in. Let's see what happens. Watch the dominator bars down at the bottom for the green bars to come back in. That would mean buyers are coming back in. If it's mostly red, they're still selling out. So we had a bunch of sellers on that candle, but the buyers stepped right in and bought it up. You can tell by the wick on the bottom of this candle. Short green dominator bar on the bottom. That means volume is dying off. Sally, you should be able to see it at the same time. State to state should not have any effect on it. All right, I'm seeing buyers coming back in. Let's watch for taller green bars. This would be a second pullback play if the buyers come back in. Got to be very careful here. We've already had one good run up. I'm not liking that the volume has dropped off. I don't think I'll be making another play on this one. That last bar was only 28,000 shares. The current one, the volume had paused and now it moved over to only 45,000 shares. It is an increase in volume, but not a great increase. HDIL making a run for it. Nice tall green bar. Another green bar coming in. Volume is increasing. I'm seeing a bunch of profit takers. You see that bar down at the bottom is red, flashing back and forth. As soon as they go away, it'll burst up, and it did. I was a little late on that speech. Nice bump up for about 20 cents on that little jump. Hopefully some of you caught it. Let's see if we could push it up higher. Watching the dominator bars down below. Watching the volume. Make sure the volume stays there. Red dominator bar. Sellers are giving up. Buying up. The buyers jump right back in according to the dominator bar, and they're going to push it up a little more. Here we go. Man, you'd have had to been too fast for that. Could have made a little off of it if you played it. Good job, Gregory. Green dominator bars are getting shorter, though. Except for that one. Buyers coming back in, maybe. Pushing it up some more. I'm going to get out here for a 250 gain. I'm done with that one. Nice profits this Friday if you're able to catch them. You got to be kind of quick this morning. Looks like dominator bars are green again. Are they going to keep pushing here? There we go. Look at all the green dominator bars. That ought to tell you something right there. If you come here each morning and you watch the activity of what we're doing, you will catch on over time. Don't expect to learn it overnight. Trading can be very difficult. But once you observe it and you pound it in your brain over and over and over, you finally get it. Price action and volume, that's where it's at. Then you play pullbacks. We haven't had a pullback though. We've had a strong run up with ADIL. A lot of profit takers on that last bar, barely affected the stock movement. Good job, Calvin. Pushing up for more. Make sure if you're scalping, you sell at the top of these bursts because it could pull back drastically on you. Look at that run, would you? We're into a moneymaker here. Good job, Dana. The Lord is blessing us. Give praise to him, please. What a blessing this Friday morning. This could be a $30 stock in pre-market before it's over. We've actually had one go from $3.75 all the way up to $60 one morning. Many of you were here for that. Nice green dominator bar. I think we've run the sellers out of here. Definitely no shorts, I would say. They may be planning a short entry now if they can get it. It says none to borrow, though, on my screen. Me too, Fumagoo. I made mine off of it. I'm not going to chase it anymore. And then I'll regret saying that or doing that. A lot of wicks on the top. But in pre-market, it just all depends on buyers and sellers. Here we go again. Tall green dominator bar for another push. And my ThinkorSwim kind of froze there for a minute. When it resumed, it gapped up a little more. I don't know what's up with that lag. Good job, Dusty. Still pushing up. It's kind of like we should have all held on with 1 million shares, right? We'll take what we can get, though. I'm happy with my profit. It may not be over. We are up 100% at this point, just over. When it sells off, be ready because it's going to sell off. Hopefully it'll stay up there and hold the support level for market open. Possible pullback. Would I trust it at this level? I don't know. Probably not, but we'll see if this candle closes red for another push up afterwards. We kind of had two smaller pullbacks down in this area down here, right here. It's looking like the party's over though. Holding the $4 price range, that's a good sign. I'm watching the dominator bars down below. Green coming back in. Waiting for this red candle to close before I mark the support level. Don't just click the buy button when I set this level, because that may not move up. Looks like some of you are playing the pullback. You're moving the candle. Struggling a bit. Will we make it to 415 from 383? Watch the dominator bars. We need them to get tall and green to get up there. If it's not happening, then take what you get. Don't go into the red. Having trouble pushing up any higher. It still may go, though. And we did make it almost. Still trying. Good support for the price range. Thank you, Calvin, for your donation. God bless you. Looks like we might start consolidating in this price range between support and resistance. There could be some possible bounces during the morning session between those two numbers. Might be worth watching. If we can hold 383, we'll probably start bouncing between the two support and resistance levels. Alan, if you're hearing a noise on my side, I have an oxygen tank that goes off every now and then. Jimmy, one of them is lines and the other one is bars. The master to me is much better. You can really concentrate on what's going on as far as buyers and sellers. Like right now, it's more sellers than buyers in that current candle. The lines are good for kind of buy and hold, is the way I like to look at it. But the master, to me, is the one that's more dominant. Looks like we may have a shift in the trend. Let's see if we move up here or down. It may just work its way back up to 415. James, I have to disagree with you on that one, brother. I don't miss any trades if possible. Let your conscience be your guide. All right, had to take a short break there. Sorry about that. I don't do any long-term trading. I don't hold anything over 3 or 4 minutes, sometimes 3 or 4 seconds. I'm strictly a scalper, and I mainly scalp pre-market. I'm usually done trading before the market opens. I prefer to keep it that way, not fight the hustle and bustle of market open, where millions of people are trying to drive it down or up. I find this to be where the money is and much easier plays. But we all have our own strategy, our own time to play and trade. Mine just happens to be pre-market and market open. I do trade different levels. I set them and try to leave them. What I do is I zoom out to a 5-minute chart for 5 days and I mark support and resistance levels. That's why you sometimes see the levels are already set. And then I'll go back to 1 minute, and if that stock moves the next morning, I already have my levels set. So it looks like ADIL is done for a while. It is one to add to your personal watch list to watch later. Don't just delete it off your screen or whatever. Add it to a watch list. Add everything that moves this morning so we can watch them at market open. BIVI. on a burst upwards. We missed a pullback on it. I didn't see it till too late, but it's definitely running. Will we get another pullback? I don't know. I probably won't chase this green candle. You can watch the activity here on the dominator bars. The taller the green bars, the more the buyers. Good job, Dusty. Good job, my eagle flies. Nice jump right there. Watching these green bars, they're getting taller. Be careful of a push down here. Be watching for red down here. That's what you want to watch for. You don't want to be stung. Maybe a pullback play here. I'll mark resistance. See if we can mark the lower level of this red candle. Let's see a long wick on the bottom. The buyers are buying up what they're selling. Pushing it back up even further. Nice gap up. Not a gap, but a nice green bar up. Still pushing to the upside. Green dominator bars coming in. Always try to take some off the top. When you see these big spikes, try to catch that candle at the top. Nice easy plays, no volatility whatsoever. Couple of profit takers on every burst. Nice green dominator bars. Going to get another push here, I believe. Profit takers coming in. See if we could get another pullback here. We did not get a clean one here, but we did get a long wick on the bottom of that candle, which could trigger an opportunity to get in. Same thing here, long wick on the bottom, probably pushing up again. Still moving. Yeah, I'm not in it either, Hennessy. Even though I should have been. I called it out down here. My ThinkorSwim just froze. I don't know about yours. Now we're back live again. What's up with this stuff? They've been giving me server issues for days now. It's been a rough week. They need to get it together. We can't do delays when we're investing. About 1:30, 2 o'clock every day, I've had expression errors come up on my screens where I was not being fed enough data. Holding the price range here, that's a good sign. Possible pullback in this area. Good job, KXRIB. Good job, Skits. Going to mark it out. Don't know if it will respond. Maybe it's going to come down to 350 and bounce back to 404. That can happen. Watching the dominator bars here to see if they turn green. Could be a possible bounce up. Need it to get bigger, taller, and get the red out of it. There's red, so don't just jump in. Beverly, I don't. I always have my mouse right on the buy or sell button. I have vision issues, and I don't want to have to look down at my keyboard to find a hotkey. I find it much faster for me to just leave the mouse on the button that needs to be pushed next. That way I'm out of it very fast, or in it very fast. Thank you, Farm, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you. God bless. I can't control the delays. I'm pushing out a high rate of data myself to you guys. It's between me and them somewhere. Good job, Jimmy. Good job, Barry. I'll do an introduction in a minute to join our Discord. Was kind of letting these plays get out of the way. I didn't want to miss any money. And I'm sure you understand that. All right, we seem to be slowing down a little bit. I'm Ricky Gaspard. I'm a guy who trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990. I'm also a ThinkScript coder, and everything you see on my screen, except for those moving averages, I have coded myself. I've come up with a solution to not pay a streaming service to call out one stock at a time to me. I coded the volume to break it down as far as positive and negative volume. That tells me where the buyers and sellers are. I get multiple choice of stocks sometimes. And so we have an advantage over a paid service. So if you're paying for a streaming service, you don't need to if you join us. This is a momentum indicator. It's looking for stocks that are moving up. I'll sort it by Momo for now. But the smaller the number, the less it's moving. The higher the number, the higher it's the faster it's moving. Once we see a volume spike over here, we confirm that the volume's moving up high enough and fast enough that we can make a safe trade in and out. We watch for these volume spike arrows to come in. We watch for the crossover of the moving averages. We watch this volume indicator to make sure there's enough volume there to get in and out safely. We watch the volume down here in the dominator bars. You can see they all turned red when this stock reversed. They were all green when the stock took off. That's our indication to get in and get out. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. I posted the link down below. Like the video, share the videos, comment on the videos, help me keep the ratings up on YouTube. If you haven't joined our Discord, that's where you get all of the scripts, the scanners, the indicators, the labels. That's a link to my Discord. Join it. As of this coming weekend, we will be becoming a paid service. And I put a notice out on that yesterday. But if you join us today, you get a very special discount before we activate it. You'll find all of these scripts over in TOS scripts. You'll find these current indicators over in current indicators. I also have some older scripts. We have about 50 good scans also posted. Never trade off my screen. My screen is sometimes delayed. You've seen that this morning. Always get set up on your own computer. That way you can trade off of your screen and not rely on mine. Don't click trade us. That's the worst thing you can do. If I guess wrong and you're click trading with me, then you lose money. Make sure you learn this stuff accordingly and make trades based on your own decision. If you've never traded before, start on paper. Don't gamble your money to learn. Once you're profitable on paper, then move into cash, but on small share size, maybe 5 or 10 shares, maybe less, depends on your budget. If you become profitable in cash, then up your share size gradually till you get to where you want to be. I hold these live streams every morning from 6 a.m. till 9:30. That will be changing after the weekend. They'll be from 5:55 to 6:55. Then I'll continue over on Discord. So you only get an hour with me on YouTube starting Monday. And if you want to join us, just go to our Discord channel. The link will be below every video or live stream that I post. We'd love to have you on board. We try to make money every morning. It's really worth the value. I thank everyone for joining me this morning as we sit here and wait for the next stock pick to arrive. Dana, it will be there when you try to sign in on Sunday. If they're through with it Saturday, when you go to sign in, it'll prompt you. I'm seeing video on Discord on my side. All right, so the guys on Discord are saying they have video. Maybe just some of you are out. So I'm not going to worry about it at this moment. I don't have time to fight it. If you do not have video on Discord, then move over to YouTube. The link is over in important updates. Thank you, Barry, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you. God bless. Lisa, if you're a member of Discord, I put a notice out yesterday on that. Just go to important updates and you'll see it. Everything is listed on Discord. Just go over to comments is a channel. You can leave your opinion there, review what I'm going to do. It's going to be $49.95 a month for existing members. You can make that in about 3 seconds. And after 7 days, if all the current members have not signed up, the price increases to $79.95 per month.
RJ, can you hear me?
I can.
Your video is not working on this phone.
I can't fight it. Some of you have it. It's on the Discord end. You're going to have move over to YouTube. If I kill the stream, I've got to do a whole new setup on it. But it probably won't help. Because some of you have video, some of you don't. I'm going to say there's a Discord server down somewhere.
You want to just maybe try this way, this one, this screen share?
I have video on my side. It is streaming video. So the bugs get bigger. First, my ThinkorSwim was freezing off and on. Now Discord has lost some of its streaming capabilities. Yeah, some of you have video and voice on Discord. Some of you don't. It's nothing I can fix by rebooting on my end. Trading pennies, sorry you feel that way, and sorry you don't see the value in this. But thank you for joining us and sticking with us. It's not selling out. called value. If you don't see the benefits, you have your right to make your own decision. Go buy a couple of indicators, see if you don't spend more than that. It's all right. Everybody has their opinion. I still love each and every one of them. Good job, Lester. Hope you closed the day profitable. Thank you for joining us this morning. Have a blessed weekend. If you're a current member on Discord, when you go to sign in, once everything is complete and you go to sign in, it'll prompt you for a subscription fee. That's the link to the Discord. Just make sure you are a current member before this activates. Right now, signing up is free. At least they have to sign up to that Discord link I just posted. It does start Monday. Money Man, I have an image of my settings for the pre-market scan over in TOS scans. Just scroll around till you find that image. Money Man, is the extended hours checked in the scan settings? All right, starting to slow down at 7:30. Not seeing much activity. Yeah, I'm hoping the programmers are through Saturday. I will put out an announcement when it's completed. I'll also post the advantages of joining in important updates after this stream. Maybe some of you didn't see it over in comments. Pedro, when you try to sign in after the updates are complete, you will be prompted. I'll be doing the live streams every day on YouTube for about an hour, and then I will continue over in Discord. So you still get the pre-market open and the plays up till 6:55. I will not ever tell you when to buy and sell. I don't want that responsibility. I don't want you coming after me with a lawyer, to put it plainly. I am not licensed as a financial advisor. I teach indicators and pullbacks, so I don't give buy and sell signals. Yeah, but I'm protected, David. Yeah, let's get back to our trading. We can discuss this after the stream. Just contact me over on Discord. I'll put an announcement out there. Just read the announcement once I post it. It'll answer all of your questions. I am known as Up $2 on Discord. My name is in green. Ross was fined for things he did not do. He didn't protect himself. You will be agreeing to a disclaimer when you sign up. You will hear me say it in every video. You're welcome, Matthew. MPW, very low volume. If you're new here at 8 o'clock, I'll be taking a 10-minute break. Once I return about 8:25, we'll set up for market open. I am in the central time zone. Thank you, Humble Pat. I don't remember who was having trouble with the pre-market scanner earlier. I have several conference calls after this live stream, but if you'll send me a private message, I'll try to work with you to resolve the issue, or you can contact one of the moderators. They can also help you if you don't want to wait on me. I stay pretty busy. That's why we have moderators. They're pretty smart. They can resolve the issue with you. So it might be best to contact one of them before me, but if they're not available, just send me a private message. I'll get to you as soon as I can. Hennessy, it'll be active for 7 days at that price. So you have to be in there within 7 days. Installer Pro, when you come down here, let's meet up for lunch or something. All of the indicators that are available now will still be there. I'll say it one more time. The subscription service doesn't start until the programmers are complete. That may not be until Sunday. So there is no sign up link yet. Everything is still free. If you currently join now through this Discord link I'm posting, you will be in for the discounted price. Back to trading. I need to make a few more dollars before the market ends here. My trading day will be over at 9:30. Watching the percentages. Nothing moving currently unless I'm frozen again. No, I'm still moving. VI, let me take a look at it. That was moving earlier during the week. Looks like I already have my level set. We may have played it this morning, I believe. Just bouncing around in a zone, kind of consolidating. BBAI, I'll take a look at it. Right here in Magic Scan. Volume is kind of low, only 28,000 on that last bar. SOUN, have that in the list from yesterday. Making a move up. Watching the dominator bars and the volume level right here. Not a lot of buying pressure on SOUN. Nano, I'll still be streaming for an hour of pre-market each morning for free. You can still join us. Becky, I understand that. That's why I'm going to continue for an hour each morning. It's not a total abandonment. SOUN slowly moving up. So there's 474 of you watching and only 200 likes. If you want to pay it forward, help me keep things going. Help you two keep the ratings up. Hit the like button for me if you like what you see. That tells me I'm doing a good job out here. It also tells YouTube that you're interested in my content, and it keeps the ratings up. I really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button for me. Monty, reach out to someone in support in Discord. They'll help you out. REAL making a run up. Might be into a pullback right here. Let's see if we can get that candle to pull down. All right, I set a resistance level. Let's see if we can get a support level here for the bounce up. I'll be watching the dominator bars. That candle did close, but it's continuing to pull down. If it pulls back up to this level where you see my line, I will make it permanently right there. Continuing to sell off. Looks like the buyers gave up. Pedro, I know that. That's why I'm leaving it there. 7 to 8 o'clock is good as well. Market open is good also. We did get the bounce, but I didn't play it because of low volume. See you later, Mr. Rodriguez. Have a blessed weekend. Thank you for joining us. NXU. And it's using a downward trend at the moment. Kind of consolidating down at the bottom. MTC. Not seeing it in my list. Volume is very low. Last bar volume 35,000. Push up on low volume. Looks like the buyers may be coming in. Watching the dominator bars continue to get taller. Like to get one more trade in, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I'm fixing to go on break in about a minute, and I'll return in about 10 minutes. Around 8 o'clock it gets slow, but sometimes the market goes up while I'm gone. That usually happens. Good morning, Jim. All right, guys, I'm going to take a break here. I'll be back in 10 minutes. All right, I am back. Thank you for your patience while I take my meds every morning at this time. Refill my drinking glass with water so we can move forward, stretch these old bones of mine. They only can sit for so many hours, and I got to move. ADIL. Could get pumped up here before the market opens, but be careful. They may sell it right off. This is Friday. They will be taking profits if they're in profits before the bell rings. Mine either Neo. You have to get them when they're moving and then just give up the rest of the day. It's how I see Fridays. I've had a very good week. I actually had a very good 4 or 5 months. I took a few losses along the way, but much greater gains, so it don't matter to me. You're very welcome. In about 7 minutes or 6 minutes, we'll set up for market open. See if we can't get another play. Market open's a lot more volatile than pre-market, so don't just rely on me. If you see something moving on your own computer, that's where you should be trading. I can't watch all of them, so there's like 450 of you posting stocks. I can't watch that many stocks. So if you see a good one moving, feel free to post it in the chat. I have a personal stock list that I've been keeping all week. I'll be watching that list as well. Suave, it's momentum indicator. It's watching for any stocks that are moving over the last 30 minutes. So if they're moving just a little, they get a smaller number. If they're moving a lot over the last 30 minutes, they crawl up the ladder to the top. I will be sorting by Momo at market open to see which ones rise to the top, and that's the ones we'll be watching. I kind of leave the pre-market scan open till about 5 minutes before the bell in case they pump something up before the bell. When we change over to market open, we'll be looking back 50 minutes instead of 30. Nothing currently moving. It gets dead like this about this time every morning. So I won't be talking much until we get going again. Enjoy your coffee, watch the stocks, see what you're interested in for market open. Don't chase green candles, wait for pullbacks unless you are a professional green candle chaser. I'm not a professional. Said that over and over again. Boogeyman, have you ever started something that got bigger than you anticipated and you have to now hire people to keep up with it? That's the situation I'm in. Plus, I'm offering services people don't offer. I have other investors giving up their information as well. They need to be compensated for what they're doing. I did free for as long as I could afford it out of my own pocket, but now it depends on how I want it to grow. If I want to take it past this level, I need to cover the bills. I've helped as many people as I could. Hopefully they're thankful for that. I held in there as long as I could. Humbled Path, it's called donations. It's a donations channel. It's not that I want to discontinue free stuff. That's why I'm leaving an hour of YouTube each morning for free. But now it's become a job instead of a free service. Jason, there's special code in there. It's not total volume. I have special coding in there to make it perform like I want it to, but it is volume based. El Toro, I'm yet to experience that. I'm not moving over till probably, I think it said May. I have everything backed up, though. I'm not worried about it. As long as they give me enough time over the weekend. I know they do it on the weekend. If they can give me a couple of hours on Sunday to get it loaded back, I'll be back live on Monday. Melanie, if you're already on Discord, the next time you log in after the upgrades are complete, it will prompt you to continue or not. Nobody's getting dropped off of Discord. You just will be prompted to continue. If not, you won't be able to log in. Yeah, it has nothing to do with ThinkorSwim. Melanie, it's $49.95 a month for current members. Thank you. Who loves Lunatic? All right, let's change the scans over. I'm going to move the 50-minute scan up here. If it loads. And it didn't. Why is it not loading? Let me see here. All right, going to try again. There we go. I have a new scan I want to test this morning. Let's see if I can find it. I'm going to put this one right here. It's an EMA scan with a little special coating. I want to see how it performs. And I'll leave Magic Scan over here. And before you ask, no, it's not available. I'm testing it. Everyone has a right to think what they think the service is worth. I'm not disappointed with your comments. Just remember, there was more than me. There was probably 8 of us that got together to discuss where we should be with this, and that's the number we came up with. Of course, I want to buy a brand new car for $1,000 too, but they won't sell it to me. I've done the best I can for as long as I can. Hopefully you learned something. Thank you, Installer Pro. Thank you, James L. Scott, I'm going to sort it on the momentum indicator. Thank you for that reminder. Make sure your chart's on day or you won't get a trade in, and good luck to everyone. Don't buy green candles. Don't chase them. Wait for pullbacks. SPY headed down already. Actually, the SPY's headed up. I was looking at the wrong chart. ENVB, small spike up, a pullback. We'll be watching for these top stocks up here to be moving. See if we can't make a few more dollars here. Let's see if we get a pullback on ENVB. Watching the dominator bar at the bottom to see if the buyers come in. Not seeing any other numbers climbing yet. Maybe Dell is climbing. We are getting a slight pullback to the upside. I'm not liking the volume on it though. The volume's quite low for this candle. I think everybody's being cautious at the open. We've had a few market opens with some devastating red candles after about 5 minutes of the market being open, so be careful about that as well. ENVB trying to pull up. Not seeing anything holding their position up here in the top of this scan. Not seeing anything in the new scan. Retesting $1.75. Break through $1.75 up to $1.80. Be careful of a halt. This is a cheaper stock. It'll probably halt here if it jumps up too fast. Probably around $1.85 it may halt. Unless they don't halt it, sometimes they don't. Still going. Still going. If you bought it, be taking profits. May not last. It's in the top of our scanner. I guess that was the biggest mover this morning. See if we can come down and retest $1.75. I'll go ahead and mark a resistance level here. Looks like the buyers are coming back in and drive it up a little more. I didn't buy this stock, by the way. I'll let you know. It was kind of a cheap one. I want something that has greater gains to it. Maybe another pullback in this area. Be careful, it's market open. It could just drop and sell off. Just like that. Watching the numbers up here. We're also watching the chart for a bounce. Watching the dominator bars, see if they come in green. Going to move on from this one. Watching ADIL. Watch for the big red bars. This is market open. It's not like pre-market. SOUN making a run for it. $593 up to $621, still has room to move. Green spike arrow popping in there. Let's see. Nope, no spike arrow, but it is going up. There's the arrow down below it. Going up for a little bit more. Make sure you take profit at the top of these candles. Don't take a risk at it by holding on. Tall wicks on the top, bad sign. Watching the dominator bars, see if they can buy it all back up. You're just popping in. I'm watching this bar right here. Don't want to see any red in it. Now I'm watching the next one. I think we're at a top here. I really do. Could be a pullback. We'll hang in there to see. When this red candle closes, or if it gets a long wick on the bottom, they may push it up further. See if we push through 623. I'm looking at green dominator bars. They're getting shorter, though. It's showing weakness in buying. It's holding this price level pretty good. I guess I was right. It is at a top. JL, we looked at that one this morning. I didn't get a trade on it earlier. Volume is low and barely moving, not going to be a play. We did get some stocks down here in the new scan. And they are drastically falling. ADIL did push up. A lot of sellers up there in the $4 range. The SPY is pulling back this morning. It did make a run up at start, but a weak one. Now it's pulling backwards. Headed south. ADIL trying to push through this area. Watching the green dominator bars below. CRDF, slow climb. Low volume play. ADIL bouncing around the 383 support level. Might get that push up to 415. And I did say might, and don't let my words influence you. But it's trying. Tall green bar and dominator. HPE, possible pullback. Let's see if we get the bounce upwards, or does it continue to fall? It's only a dime between those two lines. Don't know that it would be worth it unless you plan on holding it for a while. It did bounce back up and gave us a pullback. Did not hold it up there though. That was off the new scan. Trying to push through resistance. Going up for more. I'll take a look at AMD while we're doing nothing here but holding steady. AMD consolidating at the moment. I like NVIDIA, but personally, I think it's overpriced, overvalued by about $400 a share. I think all of the talk has drove the price up, not the value of the company. But it is what it is. CRDF still climbing. It did have that pullback right here. I did not watch it long enough. I gave up on it earlier. Should have kept my eyes on it right here when we were watching it. It popped up in Magic Scan. Going up for more. Holding this price range. Nice green dominator bar. Sellers popped in there real quick. Tall wicks on the top. Got to be careful here for the pullback or the sell-off. SPY is pulling back. Push here through 241. Green dominator bar coming in. It's a shorter bar though, may not push too far. I did not trade this stock, just so you are aware. Going up for a little more. Always take scalps at the top. Take some profit off when you're up there. See you later, Scott. Have a blessed weekend, brother. Currently up 40% at this point. Watching for green dominator bars to come in. If this is only profit takers, it should go up some more. I wouldn't trust it at this level. Pulling back to that 240 level. I'll go ahead and mark this resistance up here. Retesting 255. Let's see if we get the push through. I don't believe we will, but we could. Tall green dominator bar looking good for the push up. Again, I did not play the pullback on this stock. Dollar dominator bars picking up for another push. Looking pretty good for CRDF. Cheaper stock making some nice moves. Push for higher. Sellers coming in. May see one more push through here. Let's see if we can get it. Not going to happen. Good job, YouTube. That's why I didn't buy it. I didn't want to get in for 10 cents and then it pulled back. Going back up to retest that 270 level. Maybe the push through will come. I don't know. They haven't given up on it. Dan, is what still available? I'm watching a price. I don't know the subject. Thank you, David, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you and God bless. And thank you, Pam. God bless you as well. Looks like the market is dying out. It usually does around this time, around 9 o'clock to 9:30. About 9:30, it'll be almost completely dead, except for a few stocks that may move. think if it wasn't Friday, this scan would pay off. Magic scan is set on 30 minutes with extended hours checked. Yes, it is, Ken. ThinTOS scans. Jim, I'm testing it. I just wrote it last night. I don't put anything out there unless I test it for a while. We have lack of volume, I guess, because it's Friday. I'm not getting any spikes in this scan, but I am getting some good movers. At least they're tracking upwards. Looks like sound may be making a move. Need the volume to pick up on it, really. We did get above 620. SOUN gaining momentum very slowly. There we go. Got a little bounce up there. SOUN pushing higher. Profit takers coming in. It's almost like everything has its level because it's Friday and then pulls back. The SPY is consolidating, not going higher or lower. It's lower than the open. Well, a little bit higher than the open, but way under the high. Sound trying to push through to 638, probably 640. I may have missed my mark a little, and it is pushing through. This stock did come off of this new scan I'm testing. Of course, sound's been moving all week, so that may have something to do with it. Nice tall dominator bar for sound. SPY trying to work its way higher. Yeah, I'm still here. Not much to brag on. Everything's slow crawling. It's running through the stock watch list. I'm mainly checking out the stocks in this new scan I'm testing to see how they perform. Neo only paying out pennies. SMCI out of most people's price range, unless you're an options trader. Ken, it should be called the 50-minute. I don't know what number it is. You'll just have to scroll through them and read the titles. Another slow crawler, NYCB. Definitely acting like a Friday. We did pretty good in pre-market. I have to give some credit to that. Even pre-market suffers sometimes on Fridays. We did pretty good this morning. Actually, I think we nailed the last 4 or 5 Fridays in a row, but that may not continue. Nothing really firing up the volume spike indicator, just under 1% mostly. Dusty, that'll never happen. They all wanted it for free, most of them. Have a blessed weekend, though. GOLD making its way up higher. It's only paying pennies, no big gains here. Mainly just testing this scan. It was here, it's not here now. Thank you, Neo. Michael, I've been running a business for 47 years in construction. Same thing happens there. When I have to raise prices, you lose work. It's just part of owning a company. Thank you, Jim Smith. You are very welcome, Ranjan. You too, Money Man. God bless you. My time's also running out here. I need to sign out and get some stuff done. If you haven't joined my YouTube channel yet, there's a link. Join my YouTube channel. I'll still have the live streams for 1 hour each morning, 5 days a week. We can continue forward from there. If you haven't joined my Discord channel, that's where you find all the scripts, indicators, and scans. So join Discord if you want the discount. This is the link to it. You have 7 days to sign up after Sunday. I appreciate everyone who joined me while this was free. I really enjoyed doing it. It's just gotten larger than I thought it would. Praise the Lord. And it's time to move forward so I can bring more content, better services to everyone, and pay those that are worthy. God bless each and every one of you. I've enjoyed it. Have a blessed weekend.